Eric Graham, and I'm doing this also just mostly for practice, but I will pitch. The idea is called eating half. Think of a dinner plate and then cut it in half. And the problem is in America there's so much obsession with weight, with weighing food, with choosing the right food. But what I found with myself and other people who've tried it is when I set aside half the plate and just eat in smaller portions, I'm feeling more energized and I'm also losing weight. And so the idea of a designed plate that reminds people, or possibly an app that discreetly projects onto the plate that you can kind of see the trace and then put your food on there, to help people to change this culture of overeating that we have. You know, part of it's processed food, but a lot of it is quality and quantity are the same thing in our minds, and that's BS. That's the French. They eat the richest foods, and they're all thinner and happier looking than we are. So what do I need? I need a team. I don't have anybody. That's what I do. Hi everybody, I'm Eric Graham, and we have a team here called Eating Half. I'll just introduce them really quickly. Nara, Anita, Elliot, Danny, Jenny, and Mark, none of which want to stand in front of you. But they are here. But they are here. And first. Okay, eating half. The problem that we were looking at is overeating at restaurants. The portion sizes are often way too big. People overeat as a result of wanting to save money or not waste money because they've got this huge portion in front of them. So this app is a way to encourage, it's a reminder to encourage people to split their plate in half and either share the other half or take the other half home with them and have 2 meals out of one. This is an example of the sort of portions that we have every single day in our country, in our culture. It's actually not the world norm, an American-sized portion. And as a result, we have a lot of things going on.
So this is what our app, one of the features of it is to show your meal being split in half, showing that you get some points with a nice inspirational quote to help encourage you to do this movement. And then you can also share, if you choose, with your friends for the community. Here you can see the app.
I'm sorry. Here, we're using the app as we're visually seeing the thing, and it's showing us where to play. And the wonderful thing about this technology exists that you can take a picture and it will show you the calories of that type of food. You can actually measure what you're eating. We have encouragement messages, point systems for taking the photo, so that you're encouraged to keep doing it. And eventually your waiter will come. And you move half of your food and go to a happy camper. Some people take 2 halves, which is not the same as taking 1 half.
There's also a diary feature which will keep track of your food, show you which meals that you did actually split and which ones you didn't split. Here you can see that they split the first one, they didn't the second one, and then we'll show you.
Okay, so it's a mobile app. It gives accountability, it gives incentives. It moderates overeating, it promotes a healthier lifestyle, and there's a community element around eating half. So we're connecting people who are wanting to do this around the community with each other and with restaurants.
So some of our key partners are going to be some of the bigger health-oriented organizations, some diet companies, Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, you name it, there's tons of them. We would co-brand with them. We'd hopefully get in some corporations that want to lower their overhead costs for insurance by using this app to encourage employees to split, share with each other, and so on. And of course, the universities and schools that also have the same.
Right, so how to launch this and how to roll it out. We thought of going to health fairs as a first step where we could actually continue this lean startup process, right? Because there's a lot more market research to do before we really know if these features are the features that people really want or not. We started that process this weekend, but of course, you know, by the time you're out there and talking to people, you could maybe jump to 60 or 20 people, which isn't a whole lot to figure out an app like this. But we did. We talked with people at the YMCA working out who were struggling with eating too much with their families. We talked with staff who weren't paid enough
and they feel like 5 cheeseburgers for $1 is their option instead of a $6 salad at McDonald's. And there's a reality about when people read that we're trying we talk with Start Weekend participants. We talk with people who had tried eating half and failed at it, and we were asking them why. So the whole thing is around behavior change. It's about incentives for that behavior change. And with the visual diary, I think when people see, oh, I didn't eat half all week long, and look at all those meals, my God, I ate a lot. You know, there's a built-in motivator there.
So as you said, the conversation is the diary, the social networking, hopefully to encourage and find other people that are eating half, so you have that eating half partner you can go share a meal with or bring your leftovers with. You're saving because you're turning one meal into 2, which is probably big for most people. And then of course, cost of revenue, where you can ask. So we have a cost for creating the app, designing everything.
Wrap up.
Okay, we're wrapping up. You're going to ask these questions anyway about right? User experience design. It'll look cool.
That's it.
So you intend to sell the app for $1?
Ish, maybe. We're exploring. We need to really look at this.
I mean, that's a pretty steep mountain to climb, unless you have some other partnership opportunities or ideas you've explored.
Let's start us and I'll get you going. The various ideas that we had spoken about that seemed more appealing, one would be a subscription, right? So we're attracting restaurants. We're attracting restaurants who are going to get promoted because if people are taking pictures of the plates at the restaurant and excited about the fact that they divided it into 2 meals, that's instant buzz about that restaurant and about the plate that they're having. So that was one idea. So to make that work, we would need to partner up with people who are all about health, wellness, and eating healthier and making healthier choices. So we find those people, we sign them up to our thing, they're using the app, and that's getting the attention of the restaurants. That was one idea.
As well as having restaurants featured as a half-plate friendly restaurant on our app. So that you can go to our app and look for restaurants that are aware of this new movement and help aid in you living a healthier lifestyle.
The last option was the nonprofit.
So it seems to me that you didn't talk to customers, you talked to end users, you didn't talk to paying customers. Did you talk to any nutritionists? Because I think a process of cutting calories in half is likely to fail. The way to lose weight, not that I'm a nutritionist myself as you can tell, is to cut like 100 calories per day is the more effective way.
Part of the answer to that is that people eat too much in one sitting. It takes 20 minutes to fully digest and your brain recognize that you're full. So part of this is to just extend the meal. Maybe, it's to take it home. Sure, you can eat it, but let your body realize that you're full. Eat it at home if you're still hungry. So you can eat the other half, just don't do it at, in a 15-minute sitting.
Right. And the other part of that is that weight loss, money saving seem to be secondary. There's a first thing that's going on here, which is the feeling good about making a conscious choice about not overeating.
So there's like 1 million food diary apps that are out there that are good there. So your differentiation is just the picture and the ability to say this is half to encourage people to save and bring it home.
Right, it's to point out that restaurants are serving too much, that people already know. That's a conversation that people have. This will be, have you heard of the app that can show you how to split your food, shows you how many calories are in a full plate versus a half plate.
Right. This is a hybrid app. There are a lot of, like you pointed out, dietary, and there are 5 that we saw at least in the CBA as a news article. There are 5 like obsessive photo taking your food apps. This is kind of a hybrid. And so I think it would attract people who are already taking photos and who are already conscious about how much they're eating.
That's it. Thank you.